Okay guys, in this part of the video I'm going to explain to you how easy it is to make this pizza. Well, I'm making the bases here, and it may look a little bit messy, but not so messy at all. There's only two ingredients. That is only self-raising flour and plain yogurt. That is all. That's the only two ingredients you need. And then all that I did was I just chucked some flour in the self-raising flour in that glass bowl, spoons of yogurt, and I started to make the dough. It was for a wee little bit sticky, and then as you chuck on flour, it simply it was so easy to make. Now I got this recipe off the Chef Raphael YouTube channel, and he gives all the measurements, the cup measurements, etc. But I just made the dough by the feel of it. So basically just chuck in the self-raising flour and chuck in a couple of spoons of yogurt and carried on until I got that consistency of the dough. Now on the Chef Raphael channel he also would give you a couple of good tips that I also picked up and from his channel, and that is, once I've rolled out my base, is to use the plate to cut it perfectly round. I use plenty of self-raising flour to constantly sprinkle my base to make sure that it is not sticking. Now by this time I made a couple of bases already, as you can see there from the paper towels. After each base I just place a paper towel, and that would prevent the bases from one sticking to another. At this point you can see I'm putting the plate on there, and I just cut my little base perfect and chuck the rest in. I got out of 500 grams of self-raising flour and about a half or 500 grams of yogurt. I got 10 pizza bases. So this recipe is really working out cheap if you are making food on a budget. All in all, each and every pizza worked out under 10 rand. So I mean, it was 75 bucks, to buy all the ingredients, and you can't even go to the pizza takeaway place and buy pizza for that, not even to say 10 pizzas. Okay, I just in my wok prepared my tomato base, which was on the lazy method just a can of tomato and onion mix. Then I added to that some more tomato sauce, Wellington's tomato sauce, and I added to that a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and I didn't cook it. I just sort of mixed it together, and then I'm cutting the peppers there. I've got a chef's knife and all the stuff to go like a pro in the kitchen, and using a cleaver to cut one pepper. I mean, okay, let me just use a passing knife here, and that's one pepper, and so it's one can of tomato onion mix and only one pepper. That is a tiny pack, or a 200 gram pack of ham, sandwich ham. So all that going to do that is just to cut that entire little pack into tiny little bits of blocks. So my mom wants more toppings, she wants more peppers, less ham, etc. So I dress each pizza as each one likes it. So I basically you can use any sort of meat, anything you want, any peppers, any topping, pineapples, anything you can get. So basically that's all I had for that I got for this pizza. Now that is mozzarella cheese, and I believe a pizza needs that. You can, I suppose you could use cheddar cheese as well if you want, but you know, if you're making a pizza and you really want a good taste, you know, go for mozzarella. Then I simply place a little bit of tiny bit of cooking oil in the pan, and then I chuck my base in there. And after a few minutes, now I can just check it if it starts to brown underneath. You know, not burning brown, but just like little, as you can see, spots, if I could call it that. Then it's almost perfect. So let it it cooks about a minute and a half on the one side, and then you can just check if it's okay, and then you can just flip it over. And once I flip them over, I can immediately start to you know, prepare the topping. Now you can see that is sort of what the underside will also look like. I was a bit generous with the cooking oil. I didn't find, maybe olive oil would have been a nicer one, but okay. So I just used my wok there to put my tomato, my pizza base topping on there. That is my that is a Teflon wok that I used almost daily in cooking, and so you've got to have those special little Teflon tools to go with it. I like the flat bottom wok. It works very well. I cook almost, well, as I said, I'm using it daily almost, and this is sort of my favorite pan as well. I like the aluminium cookware that goes with me on my Fiat Uno tour car adventures. This is sort of pan meals thing. There's also used to be a Teflon pan, and over the years the Teflon got off, and so finally I just took a electric wire brush and I sort of made the pan my own personal you know, tool. I got rid of the original pan handle, put those two little easy handles on there. Got rid of the Teflon. It's just an awesome pan. I use this pan also daily for cooking, and it goes with me on tour. It goes with me everywhere. Okay, now I've dressed the pizza, and I'm going to just put the lid on. So with the lid on, about 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. So you can, you know, pick up the lid and see how the you know, the cheese melts, and I check the bottom that the pizza doesn't burn. Actually, in Chef Raphael's video, his pizza got a little bit dark on the other side, but I just check it that it is nice and light and a beautiful color. So once it's done, the cheese is melted, it's ready to be plated. So it was real easy. I just carried on making pizzas, and everyone grabbed it, and off they went for their pizzas. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Cheers.